rule Mr. Ed's been talking about all along, which is we're going to treat it like an equal sign until the very end, and then we're going to check a point. That's exactly what we're going to do. Same rule as before. You're crazy if you want to keep track of the inequality. Why? Is t negative or positive? You multiply both sides by t. Are you multiplying by a negative number or not? Let's just not even bother keeping track of it. It's not even worth the time. Make an equal sign. Let's get a solution, and then we'll try to figure out what to do with that solution. And so, I'm going to make, very good, I'm going to do this one. Cross multiply. I can't cross multiply until I make this over 1 and make common denominator, right? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so multiply bottoms. Cross the tops. Tell me what to do next. Do this? Okay, let's do it. 6t plus 3t squared equals 2t with me. Subtract 2t, I get 3t squared plus 4t equals 0. How do I factor that little beast? What's amazing is this is the easier rule. Can I take anything out of either one of these? Yeah, that's what always happens. It's a rule you learned a long time ago, but it's a rule everybody forgets. Set each one equal to 0. So t equals negative 4/3. Now, I have 2 points here, folks. So how am I going to figure out what I'm going to do with my inequalities? I'm going to draw myself a quick little number line here. Please do not write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. We just need a 0. We need a negative 4/3, and we need to figure out what's in between those values to figure out where it's true. Okay, I just heard a what from Dulce. Dulce, tell me what you're thinking.
I'm just confused about why do you just put 6 plus 3t equals 2?
6 plus 3t equals 2. Why didn't you just do that?
Yeah.
I can do that. And I need to make that point later.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Let's make it now, but I need everybody to listen really hard for a moment. What she did is perfectly okay. Is 0, by the way, a solution?
No.
It is not. Okay, it is not a solution. So you might cancel that out and go, wait a second, what about 0? I should get rid of that. Does that make sense? Either way, we ended up with negative 4/3, but I want you to include 0. Now, how can I justify that? Let's say you did it the way you did. You'd only have negative 4/3. How would you know you need to check 0 as well? You must also include any discontinuities. What? We haven't said the word discontinuities all year long. Now he throws it at me. Places where it's undefined. Where does this function undefined?
Arrow.
When t is equal to 0. So I need to put the 0 back in. So what you would do is you would go through, you get the negative 4/3, which you would get, right? Is that what you got? And then you would go back and look at the function. Is there any place where it's undefined? Oh, it's undefined at t equals 0. Now I need that point as well.
Okay.
Okay? That's I was going to do it at the end.
Sorry.
No. Perfect. I need that discussion made because it's a very important point. Enrico.
I take it back.
And by the way, because of that, on inequalities, do I have to check my answers? I'm looking for inequalities. I'm looking for places where it's discontinuous. If it's discontinuous, who cares? I'm just going to throw it in my function anyways. So you don't have to check your answers, but you do have to check to see where other places where it might be discontinuous.
Okay.
And you're in charge of fixing that. So now look at this. I got 0. I've got negative 4/3. I need to pick a point. Give me 3 points, and I'm going to check. Nix. I'm going to check 3 numbers. Give me 3 numbers. I'm going to check.
Between negative 4/3 and 0?
Well, I'm going to check 1 between 0 and negative 4/3. What would that be? Negative 1's a good choice. What else you got for me? I'm going to check 2 other points.
1/2. 1/2.
No, I'm going to check 1 over here, aren't I? And 1 over here?
Yeah, 1.
So that's 1, and what am I check over here? -2. All right, I'm willing to go with those 3. So I'm going to check all 3 of those points against the original equation. Now, if you've got a calculator desk, what should you do? You just plunk it in your calculator. If you don't have a calculator desk, you have to do it by hand, which we can do. -2 plugged in here gives me -3 plus 3 is, oh, I got to write my inequality back, greater than 2 over, we said -2? That 0 is greater than -1. Is that true?
True.
Then it's true for this range right here. Starting here. Now, I am using really official notation. You don't have to be this official. I'm going to show you what you're going to do in a moment. But so far, so good? Okay. Now I'm going to check -1. I plug it in here. I get -6 plus 3 is greater than -2, right? Because 2 divided by -1 is -2. Is this true?
Would it be -3?
There's no t down here.
Oh, just kidding.
You're good? So therefore, it's not true. So it's not true here. Boom. Put an X in the middle there somewhere. Last piece. I'm going to do the last piece. Let's check 1. Put a 1 in here. 6 plus 3 is 9. Is greater than 2. Is 9 greater than 2?
9 greater than 2, yeah.
Thank you. I got 2 people that know 9's greater. Is 9 greater than 2, class?
Yes.
Thank you. Good to know. All right. So then at 0 and on up, we're going to count it. Now, here's how you're going to write your answer. Are you ready? Jeremy, what's the notation for not equals to, but greater than?
What not equals to but greater than?
Okay, well, see, calculus is easier so it rots your mind. Here we go. We're going to use a curved bracket,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and we're going to start at -infinity. And when we get to -4/3, okay, hold on. If you're saying you hate these, you're doing them wrong. We got it. This is like much better. Alligator mouth thing, no. This is much better.
Why?
I'm going to show you in a second. And then this would be 0 is the other one we're checking. So 0 to infinity, right?
Yeah.
All right. So all I'm doing is saying all the points between -infinity and -4/3. Now, there's 2 types of brackets, curved and square. Infinity is always going to be curved because you can never reach it. That doesn't even make sense to me, but okay, fine. That's what they say to do, so do that. Okay? The other side, though, can I have -4/3? Remember, it was not equals to, right?
Right.
So this is going to be a curved bracket. That's the only thing.
Oh.
It'll be a square bracket if it's equals to. That's it. And then, also, I want answers between 0 and infinity. Not including 0, not including infinity. That make sense? That's how your answer's written. Enrico.
Could you get something where, like a function where only one number is not an answer?
Yes.
Okay.
The way you would write that, let's say it was -2, is you'd write this. You'd write -infinity to -2, -2 to positive infinity.
Okay.
Notice what I've now excluded.
Yeah.
Now, I'll also tell you, by the way, it's perfectly legit at that point to do this. X is not equal to -2. All right? All right, so with that in mind, everybody try to pretend?
Mr.